What's up, guys? 안녕하세요. 아레사입니다. I said do my Korean. Anyway, so this is an urgent video for an urgent concern / criticism. I'm outside because I want to kind of semi-good lighting, but it is raining, so hope you guys can forgive me for that. I just want to make sure I have good lighting. I have dark skin. You need good lighting for dark skin. Anyway, I will link in the description below Problem Solver Politics videos. One was like their thoughts after Andrew Yang on The View. The second is them on what would help Andrew Yang win 2020 as the president. Both very interesting videos. My earbud. And I really do appreciate the work they do over there. I remember when I first saw them, they were at 900 subscribers. I was like, okay, wait a minute. There's no way they can have less subscribers than me, and I'm doing 1/4 of the work they're doing. That's ridiculous. But they have as of right now 3,000 subscribers. Anyway, I can see why people, you know what? I want to okay, so Cardin and Cody, they've been talking a lot about Andrew Yang and how, mainly Cardin, to bring up this point of, why Donald Trump won in 2016 and what we can learn from that. Not be upset and complain. I actually voted for Donald Trump, not because I really agree with him on many things, but because I was in a very troubling time, my senior year of high school, depressed, suicidal thoughts, anxiety, not a good look, and I just wanted to see the world burn, honestly. I just hated how lame and stagnant politics was, and I was like, fuck it, Trump, let's go. If we elect him and if everything goes to shit, then we deserved it. Because I don't see another compelling argument for our president until now. That's why I've been championing so hard for Andrew Yang, because I really do think that his how he really wants to address why just an average person feels so insecure in their future, is living paycheck to paycheck. Regular people are worried about what they're gonna eat and where they're gonna sleep. And that is a problem beyond what most of Democrats' concerns are. Most, of course, universal, as they said in the video, Problem Solver Politics, they just say, when referencing to the Maslow's triangle, Maslow's, what the fuck is it? See, this is why, listen, I gotta subscribe to them and not to me, because I'm not really professional like that. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Hey, what a memory. But yes, the Democrats do talk about universal health care and how we need that. But really, outside of that, I do agree with more so on Cardin. I know Cody had some criticism, do we really need an authoritarian kind of leaning president? But a lot of Dems really just talk about stuff that is higher up on the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, equality, diversity, all this stuff. And that stuff is really important. However, I know, because I'm not fucking rich, I know that if, I love that Andrew Yang had brought up the fact that if people are worrying about what they're going to eat, they're not going to worry about like diversity and shit. This is not how not how your fucking brain works, okay? So I just really, my problem with Andrew Yang is that I really wish that he could talk more about how essential that message is. I know that when he goes on The View and goes on these like mainstream media platforms where he only has like 7 to 11 minutes to talk, this message is not going to come across. If it does come across, it's not going to come across really naturally, or it's going to come off not as important, because of course, if you're like a producer of The View, your thought is not to like worry people and like to really like make people be like, oh my god, like our country's in trouble, like our people are struggling. Your mission is not to do that. Your mission is to just like keep people like calm, keep people interested, but like still like kind of settle for whatever. Like, okay, like we have some problems, but ultimately we're great. And it's like, no, shit, we're not good. And that's why I agree with Cardin in these videos, because like, yeah, I do wish that I could really stress how impactful the freedom dividend would be. And this is not entirely Yang's fault, because I can just envision how his campaign really wants to play things as straight and as safe as possible, and he doesn't want any more comparison to you know the right, or like you know Trump or whatever. But I do think that there is a lesson to be learned from how Trump went about the 2016 election, and then that is like he was fucking urgent. He was like, fuck, dude, like we gotta fucking move. We gotta fucking move. Hillary was not about that life. Bernie was, to a certain degree, and that's why people still love Bernie. And I respect Bernie a ton, but I really do think that Andrew Yang has the best idea, freedom dividend, and then he has many other great ideas that I agree with. But the problem is that like we really should not settle for this mainstream media bullshit of like, let's just keep people content and then move along. I fucking hate it. This is why I never watched a Democratic debate or any fucking debate on TV, like ever, until Andrew Yang. I never watched The View ever until Andrew Yang. Like none of this shit. Because I would much rather watch like Joe Rogan, where it's like an hour-long conversation that's like somewhat meaningful. And that's what people really want. Let me just give you a couple of, yeah, we're still rolling. Let me just give you a couple of 3 examples of what, and I know like Andrew Yang has to be on like these certain platforms, but I really do think that this whole thing is going to break. I think that people respect things on the internet more so things on TV. And I think that, one, Andrew Yang should be on Agent Boss. I'll link all the stuff in the description below. Agent Boss is a YouTube channel. He should be on the Ask Gary Vee show. Also a YouTube/Facebook live show. Instagram live show. And 3, Andrew Yang should be on Hot Ones with Sean Evans in the First We Feast YouTube channel, okay? Agent Boss they're mainly stationed in like Asian countries, South Korea, Japan, India. They've expanded actually. They're just 2 guys, 2 entrepreneurs at this point came up with this company, and they're based in South Korea. One of them was from South Korea, one of them was from Japan, and their main thing is street interviews, talking about cultural, relevant, maybe even controversial topics. And then they also do interviews, sit-down interviews with people. I think Andrew Yang should be on that, because I mean, like Agent Boss, like what, like that's fucking Andrew Yang, okay? Like, yeah, and they're a very like, they only have like, I got 1.5 million subscribers, but they're very influential because people respect them for being so objective and being so fair, and just being very innovative with the and up to date with the conversation that they bring to the table. Like they talk about they literally do street interviews of anything from fun topics to very serious topics. They've done street interviews in South Korea about what do you, South Korean, think about K-pop, or what do you think about BTS and how they're internationally popular? And they'll talk about they'll have a interviewer in China or India, and then they'll talk to people on the street, being like, hey, what do you think about pollution? It's that stuff that we need. And Andrew Yang, I think the audience for Asian Boss would really respect Andrew Yang and how he is talking about real shit. But he also has a very fun personality. Okay, that's my my thing about that. Now, Jesus Christ, dismiss. Now, Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary Vaynerchuk is an entrepreneur stationed in New York City. Very aggressive personality, very intense personality, but very compassionate and very empathetic. When I first found out about Andrew Yang on Joe Rogan and dug into Andrew Yang a bit more, I was like, oh my God, him and Gary Vaynerchuk need to meet right now. They just need to meet right now. Gary V is an immigrant. Andrew Yang is the son of immigrants. They, like I said, they're very empathetic and very compassionate. We move out the way because people are walking here. And I think a lot of Gary V's audience would really respect Andrew Yang for being so out there. Again, Andrew Yang really needs to show how urgent of a state we are in. That I think they really respect him for that. And the third one is Hot Ones. And I really do think that people need to see how fun and quirky Andrew is, and how he's not just you need that balance, He can be serious, he can be fun, he can be kind. And this is why people love the internet, because you get a little bit of everything. And it'd be funny seeing Andrew Yang kind of suffer through the hot wings. So let's be real. Yeah, guys, that's one solution to maybe help Yang's campaign, the Yang Gang, get more get people more pumped, and to get Yang more pumped. I think Yang really does, okay, let me make sure the mic was still there. I think Yang really does feed off of other people's energy. And I think the energy of the politicians that he has to be around now, and the mainstream media people he has to be around now, it's kind of sucking the life out of him. And that's really sad and unfortunate. But I think that if he was just around just real people, just talking about just being somewhat normal, I think that would really just invigorate him. 'Cause I feel he's really just he's really playing it so safe that it just makes me just miss how much passion he had to share his message. This is me just spitballing what I thought, This is, I really do think that he did well in The View, and we needed the female voters and the older female voters. But thinking about it now, watching the problem solver politics videos, I was like, man, we can do a lot better. And in fact, if we don't do better, the DSC is going to elect somebody stupid, and then Trump is going to be president. That is going to happen if we don't elect Andrew Yang. I don't see anybody else doing it aside from Andrew Yang. It's not my thing is not even defeating Trump. Like I said, I voted for Trump. I'll vote for him again if we don't get our shit together. I really will, because I'm so sick and tired of this bullshit. Anyway, I'll probably continue with this conversation because I'm outside and it's raining it's raining and thundering and everything like that. But listen, feel free to comment like your thoughts on like the various things that I said. What do you think? Should Yang be more authoritative, more urgent, you know, in his message? Should he kind of just like be just humble and more respectful and like kind of just not cruise, but like take it not too seriously? What do you guys think? Literally, like, I really do appreciate how vast and diverse the Yang Gang is in their thoughts and ideas. And I just want more. Oh my God, I just want to just keep the conversation going. Yeah. With that, I'm going to say goodbye and next time. Okay. 안녕.